Okay, my name is Selham. I just recently joined CARE Ethiopia country office as a women empowerment and gender advisor. So my primary responsibility is still trying to figure out what it is, but expected to support the organizational GED, and as well as provide support for units in program quality and trainings, support, and proposal development, design stage, and I think also all the way through. I think the day they submitted it is the day I joined CARE, so I wasn't part of it, but I've read it, and I think it tries to encompass different aspects of it. But I guess as CARE, we have a bigger responsibility to keep learning from other countries' experiences, and how are we going to best accommodate gender issues. When I say gender issues, I'm not saying women and men only, but often that's the case. But the power analysis within communities, who's the most vulnerable and why, and that kind of issues, analyzing that, and we keep updating our knowledge, and then that way I think we can enrich the quality of the program so that we are also better equipped to train all our staffs and to have that basic understanding of what these relationships mean. I think up to now I haven't been in contact with Ben, but I've spoken to some project participants in relation to development projects, but I haven't had the chance to go look at it in depth. From what I have as an understanding at this stage is been in CARE for 2 months, so much of my work is related to talking to colleagues, referring to documents, and trying to figure out where can I do something more which will have a good impact and something that can be applicable to many units. So my first understanding is that there should be a clear understanding of words that we use. Often we think gender is a very clear term, as it is, and everybody uses it and they throw the term here and there. And I'm now trying to figure out how can I help staffs to understand the different words that CARE as an organization, be it internationally, CARE USA, CARE Ethiopia, are using these terms, and what are the baggage that each word carries, and what's the meaning we want to transfer, and why do we choose this word from that other word. I don't want to make it a word game, but I want also in the process to create an understanding that the reason why we're doing this. The relationship with the government, I haven't had any contact so far, so that's my secondary. My primary is to, at this stage at least, to work within CARE, and do we all have the same kind of understanding that we want to take it further? Because I know I cannot be representing gender issues wherever they happen. Every staff should be responsible and held accountable for quality behaviors. So that is going to happen. So within the staff, I understand everybody is interested about the term, interested about issues to handle, but I also understand that the level of understanding differs from office to office within the country, Ethiopia, and that a lot of work has to be done. But primarily it's going to be about understanding, creating an understanding, and making everybody a champion. Everybody, not just few people even, everybody. But I guess, and then afterwards, my belief is that this behavior is going to be visible for the government, for beneficiaries, and for everybody. But as a policy level, I understand the government always says they are committed to gender equality, and more of their projects and more of their interventions are actually being geared towards women empowerment particularly. But I think it's upon us to provide evidence-based approaches and how to assess the impact that all this is contributing to. But as far as my understanding goes, gender issues are trying to be incorporated fully. Of course, there is a lapse here and there, that's what it is, but the government and policy-wise. But for example, if we come to gender-based violence, that's a different topic now. That becomes a different topic because the recent legislations around civil societies, NGOs, they have, I think, impacted the issue of women advocacy groups. You know, one of our leverage area, one of our interests was to enhance the ability and visibility of civil society organizations. And at this stage, you know, the organization who used to work for women's rights, advocacy, and everything are to the minimum, like they're not performing because of the policy shift and also some other issues. So yes, CARE finds it challenging in that aspect, that the partners that we hoped to work with are no more visible actors. But I guess we'll have to find strategic ways, innovative ways how to deal with this issue, like any other country. I think this question, which is, as a person, I can say, and in my profession, I can say, okay, if GM is no more a delicate topic, everybody talks about it. But do we have the instruments to assess properly what are the changes that we have? Like, I know that for the last 10 years, every organization has been working on this issue. And they've been trying from community awareness to legal issues and what have you. But I was also looking at the recent PSN, there was a project PSNP Plus, and there was a gender impact assessment, and it was a very interesting assessment. They say there seems to be a tendency, there seems to be like the inclination to reduce harmful traditional practices. But again, the methodology that we have used has to be critically looked at to verify. The participants may tell us that they are no more participating, but we have to understand human thinking, that people could hide some of the issues for different reasons, because it's illegal. That could be one. So we have to have a better methodology in assessing the impact. And for one, I suggest like medical people, nurses, pediatricians, be involved in such kind of understanding so that we can have actually evidence whether it's decreasing or increasing.